Because we go into the top. Well, we're already at the top. We're at the top of the league. We're at the top of the Champions League. We're at the top of the Fair Play League. We're in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Like, it's a good season. And, you know, our opponent on the flip side, not so great. Arsenal, we need you to do a mad thing today, yeah? We need you to absolutely slap up Liverpool. Because a statement has to be made. Man City drop points again. If we win this game, not only are we 8 points clear, but we've further put that dagger into the hearts of not only the Manchester City fans, but the players as well. Pep, the staff, you know, everyone starts to believe a little less on those sides. And hopefully, you know, my fellow Arsenal fans, you'll believe a bit more. Yeah? Because I believe, hey, I think the league's already done. But it's you lot that need us to have a massive gap to start truly believing, you know. Some people are doing the one game at a time gimmick. We're not the players, we're not the manager. They need to do the one game at a time. But even some of the players are looking at the bigger picture. Because that's what you have to do. You have to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is the league title, and how close we are to it. And today, facing the reigning champions, if the new champions can absolutely put them in us believe, then I think everybody will come over to my side, you know. Everybody's over there chilling with the dark side at the moment, you know. They'll come over to the Jedi, you know. They'll start believing, you know, they're the Force. Yeah, may the Force be with them. Yeah, hopefully. Because we're just too strong at the moment. You know, I think our recent kind of form shows that. Our last set of games showed that. 5 wins in a row in the Premier League. Our last 5 games have been wins. Of those games, I think there's a few games in there that you would usually, at least with Arsenal, you would think those are tricky games. Usually we kind of drop points there. The Everton's away, got the W. Brighton is always an up and down game. You never really know. Obviously, Aston Villa, again, that's another game where sometimes we do drop. Sometimes Emery just gets the better of us. And Bournemouth away, I think we lost last season. This season, we got that W. We grinded it out. Declan Rice with a masterclass. And hey, look, people, I will be needing another Declan Rice masterclass today. Now, before we go anywhere, people, yeah, obviously, as you know, my Arsenal fans, my gooners, it's a new channel. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and hit that new notification bell. So whenever I drop a video, man, you don't miss it. You know what I'm saying? Because we go into the top. Well, we're already at the top. We're at the top of the league. We're at the top of the Champions League. We're at the top of the Fair Play League. We're in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Like, it's a good season. And, you know, our opponent on the flip side, not so great. You know, their last 5 games, they got 3 wins and 2 draws. But then you look at who those draws are against. Ooh. Leeds at Anfield. Couldn't score a goal. Crazy. Fulham, 2-2. Crazy. Last minute wonder goal by Harrison Reed. Those kind of last minute goals really do. They bring the confidence down a lot. And now they have the task of coming to the Emirates, which so far this season has been the fortress. I won't lie, Arsenal fans, they've been making it loud. Like, the atmosphere's been crazy. And I know today, I know everybody that's going, it's going to be a crazy atmosphere, yeah? They always talk about Anfield, how Anfield has that mad atmosphere. I feel like today we'll just recreate, you know, a greater atmosphere. Just to remind them. Because we have to remind them. You know, 'cause I know Liverpool fans, they get all giddy, oh, well, what have you won, rah, 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 rah. But we've won more Premier Leagues than them. Do you know what I mean? We've actually won more Premier Leagues than them. And let's not forget, they had a period of like 8-ish years where it was them and City. Neck and neck, them and City. You know, while Klopp was there, greatest manager of all time, them and City. And they still couldn't overtake our Premier Leagues. Like, yeah, they got more league titles, but more Premier Leagues, they don't got that. Do you know what I mean? And then now, this season, Arteta wins the Premier League. he's equaled Klopp's Premier League title wins. Just want to throw that one out there, you know, because Liverpool fans are getting a bit too big for their boots in it. So just like simmer down, you know what I'm saying? And I just think do you know what it is, yeah? At the moment, and this is where I'll give Liverpool a bit of prop here. I feel like we're doing what they did last season, yeah, where they're taking advantage of, I guess you could say, a lot of the bigger teams in the league not playing to the level that they should be. They're taking, well, not necessarily taking advantage, but just doing what you should do to win games. Because a lot of games last season, Liverpool weren't winning by big margins. They just did enough to get the victory. And I feel that's what we're doing this season. Like, not a lot of our games are we blowing teams away in terms of scoreline. A lot of them are actually 1 goal, 2 goal difference. Something that we had kind of relied upon heavily, especially in the earlier part of the season, was the lack of conceding goals. So we made it very difficult for you to score against us. And then obviously we grabbed the goal through however we did. Do you know what I mean? We're on the Malcolm X thing by all means necessary. Whether it's a corner, whether it's a free kick, whether it's a throw-in, whether it's open play. Like, we're doing it all. Do you know what? Something new that we added to our armoury this season is own goals. Who knew? Who knew you could take advantage of own goals? Who knew? Maybe Arteta did. Maybe that's the new part of his. Yeah, if we can't score, you score for us. That's what we've been on this season. It's like total football. I feel that's what Arteta is doing at Arsenal. Total football. It's been long known that he wants to dominate all phases of the game. That's why attackers defend and defenders attack. You know what I mean? He wants to dominate all phases of the game. And I feel like we're coming to the point now where what he wanted to do, you're seeing it now. And I feel like a lot of that is to do with the squad that we have. Like, we do have a really strong squad at the moment. And that's going to play a factor in the game because we got everybody back, pretty much. And Liverpool pretty much have everybody out. But no excuses, people. No excuses. We don't want to hear no excuses. Because remember, when we had injuries, wasn't allowed to mention the injuries. Do you know what I mean? When Arsenal have injuries, can't mention it. Not allowed to. Yeah, so I don't want to hear, you get me? I don't want to hear Isak's out, or TK's out, or Konate might be out. I don't want to hear none of that. None of, Salah's not there, he's at the AFCON. I don't want to hear none of that. Don't want to hear none of it. Not at all, not one bit. Especially the way Szoboszlai was talking. I saw his little interview, the way he was talking, you know, we're still the champions. I don't want to hear, I don't hear none of that. Do you know what I mean? And then on the flip side, I'm seeing Declan Rice's interview. It's like, yeah, we're relaxed. We're cool, we're calm. We're seeing the bigger picture. We're good. Yeah, we just do what we need to do. We're calm. Yeah, don't even watch Man City games. It's football. They'll win a game. They won't win. It is what it is. We're just focusing on what we need to do. And yeah, we need the lads to be focused today. Like, although I think that we can do real damage to them, and it would be nice to see kind of the passing of the guard from the old champions to the new champions in a epic fashion, like a 7-0 type. You know how Arsenal used to get beat by big score lines when we wasn't great? It would be nice for us to do that to other teams. It would be nice, but we have to be focused on the mission, because the mission is clear. Put ourselves in a position where, at minimum, we have to lose 3 games for anyone to overtake us. I think that's a good breathing room. I think that's a breathing room that will leave the players with a lot less pressure on their shoulders. I feel like going forward, it will allow them to just play, you know, freely to a degree. And then you might start seeing Arsenal open up a bit more. I do feel like a reason why you may see Arsenal a bit more reserved and closed off at times throughout the season is because they feel like they have something to protect. And when it feels like it's difficult to protect it, you kind of focus more on the basics and, you know, let's not stretch too far away from the demands of the system and the instruction. It's just focus, like, because obviously they believe in Arteta, like, what he's telling us to do, it will get us the victory. So let's focus, stick to that. I feel like when there's a big enough gap where they feel a bit comfortable, a bit pressure comes off the shoulders, maybe play a bit more freedom. Maybe even the fact that Man City drop points, maybe we go into this game and the players are like, oh, we can play with a mad freedom now. Who knows how it will affect the players, but we'll see. I just know that we have to get the W. That's all I know. Now the W has never been so important, but I feel like I say this every game. So maybe it is every game is the most important game that you play, but definitely making a statement here, I feel like it will bring a lot of Arsenal fans onto my side, because a lot of Arsenal fans are over there on the fence. We don't know what's going to happen, you know what I mean? But I believe Yeah, and I believed from the beginning. Yeah. Don't listen to what the trolls on Twitter say. So look, when it comes to a lineup, I feel like the team picks itself. As you can see, I've gone with Raya in goal. I've gone with Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Hincapié in the back line. I've gone with Zubamendi, Odegaard, and Rice in the midfield. And I've gone with Saka, Gyökeres, and Trossard up front. I feel like this is our best lineup, barring maybe Calafiori for Hincapié. But Calafiori is just coming back. So, do you throw him in immediately? I don't know. Maybe there's a case for it. Maybe you want to rest Hincapié. He's played a lot of games recently. But I don't know. I feel like this is currently our best performing team. Currently. And I feel like it picks itself. You know, and I feel like everybody else just has to up the level a bit. And that's all it is. Do you know what I mean? It's up the level a bit. When you do come on, you know, as a finisher, when you do come on, just make sure you put in the 10-10 performance. You do what is asked of you, you know, in all facets of the game. We know Eze hasn't played in a few games, and it's probably because he lost his man in the away tie at Villa, and Arteta's showed, like, look, man, you've played a lot. You played more games than you usually play in a period of time. I don't know. These are the demands, and if you're not follow the demands, then you're not in the starting lineup. And that's just, I feel like, how all competitive sport is. Or team sport, competitive team sport. You get me? You got to be up to the level, especially when this team is playing to such a high level, and that inspires players to do better. So Eze will come back, and when he does come back, he's going to come back with a vengeance, and because that hunger, I want to play. Like, this is a league title winning team. We're going to win things. I want to be part of that. I want to play. You know, the same with Madueke. I want to play. The same with Martinelli. I want to play. Do you get it? When they come on, I want to play. The same with Havertz. I want to play. Jesus, I want to play. Everybody wants to play. So when they do come on, the level's going to rise. So we're in a real good place. When it comes to the scoreline, you know, I do still think part of me it's tricky. It's Liverpool, isn't it? You know, it's a big team versus big team. There's always going to be that kind of, I don't know. It's not a rivalry, but it's like the pride will kick in for them this game. Trust me, it's all on the line for them this game. Like, they will go Super Saiyan this game, regardless of who plays. So I feel like 2-1, 2-0. Probably, you know, with my thinking cap on, you know, with my mind, my brain, you know, probably will be. My heart's telling me 4-5-0. Come on, let's do this, Arsenal. 4-5-0. Yeah, let's kill them. But pretty reserved. Pretty reserved for this one. But yeah, people, let me know what you think, you know, about this game. You think we're going to win? Well, I hope you think we're going to win. You know what I mean? 'Cause you're an Arsenal fan. Let me know your lineup, who you would play, who you wouldn't play, where you think the game will be won, where you think the game could potentially be lost. And obviously, I'll catch you next time.